Okay, I am starting as I mean to go on. I got up at 5:30 this morning. I'm going to get the first bus from Taunton to Minehead to get on the trailhead at Minehead at the start point of the Southwest Coastal Path. Just a little FYI, the bus says that it goes from Taunton Station, but it actually goes from this bridge, which is underneath this bridge, which is on Kingston Road. So technically the station would be at these traffic lights left and then up here, so it's definitely not from the station. So just remember Kingston Road, and it's bus number 28, and I will upload the current bus times, which is what are we on, August 2021. Just got off the bus, which took a really long time. They have a heritage railway station here, which isn't actually a working railway station, and it would not have taken anywhere near as long if they actually had a working railway station, but fine. Here's the sea. This is where the West Somerset Coast Path meets the Southwest Coast Path. It's a bit further up here, I think. Or this could be the starting point. I mean, this is quite a grand... Maybe this is the start. Do I look prepared? Anyway, I'm here. Well, after that hiccup, which was actually the beginning of the hike, I thought I'd just do a little video to say I'm here, I'm starting. It's kind of ghost town here at the moment. There's not that many people around. None of the shops are really open, so it's good that I got some bits and pieces from Tesco yesterday. Here's the sea. It's actually quite balmy, even though it's windy, so that's nice. It's not a fully chilly, horrible cold day to start the hike off with. I guess I'm gonna head off. It's 8:02 a.m. and I'm on my way officially. Well, have been for about 15 minutes now. Only 629 3/4 miles left. It's that kind of weird weather where it's really balmy, but it's sort of sheets of rain coming through, so you're not quite sure how to dress. I've put a fleece on at the moment, and it's very, very quick drying, and it's polyester, so it should hopefully keep me insulated, but while not getting too sodden. I've got my puffy for insulation as well, if this fleece does get a bit damp for camp. So here I go. At this big fallen tree. Wow. Oh, there's a sign. Let's see what it says. How far am I to Lynton? That is marked. Well, that's Lynmouth. So Lynmouth is just before Lynton. 7 miles. Let's say I'm about 8 from Lynton, at this point, and it's 3:10. There is an amazing surprise up here that I spotted. I had to get my camera out. I mean, look at these. They remind me of the boar in Princess Mononoke. The spirit has come to a gap. Oh, you can see all the way down. I wonder where that is actually, over here. I wonder if I've come that far. That would be quite wild if I have. This is someone's kind of drive, by the way. This is where the boar's heads were at the top of this. Can you imagine just living here? How amazing would that be? Wow. I'm about to go up here. So here's the sign. I just walked past it to look at that view. I came from here. I'm going up here. On day one, my period chose to start. Oh my god. I'm rubbish with my period anyway, when it's gonna start. I have to put it in a little bloody calendar. And then my boyfriend said to me a few days ago, is your period not meant to start soon? And I was like, how do you know? And I don't. And I looked on the calendar and it said 3 days. But it's decided to come 2 days early on the first day of the hike. So the cramps are pretty bad today. It's kind of, there's a whole just lower body car crash going on right now. Opened 1854, devastated 1952, reopened 1962. Woo! Okay, I am up and away. I am currently in Lynton. I walked here earlier this morning from Lynmouth. Oh, sorry, you probably don't want to see that view, that isn't as nice. To get a coffee. And then I found out that subsequently, let me turn the camera around. I found out that subsequently none of the cafes are open here because everyone's a part-timer and they don't open until like 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning. Oh, there's a, what are they called? Funicular? Did I make that up? Oh, that's awesome. Huh. Goes... Yeah, I don't understand how anyone gets their coffee fix around here. So I gate crashed a hotel breakfast. I've already been proven wrong about my assumptions. Like, it is lots of little ups and downs. But some of the, you know, you're not climbing big mountains all the time, but some of the climbs are grueling. My knees are like, no ma'am. Oh my god, be aware guys, be aware. Sasquatch is stealing children in this location. Just tell the police. Just tell the police, man. Don't put a sign up and keep letting it happen. By the way, another pro to hiking is that you save lots of money because that is going to cost a vehicle £2 to pass through here, whereas I get it for free. Today I'm mainly finding it really weird how beautiful this hike is, and as in for a through hike, because I know that lots and lots and lots of people just visit this path in various different locations over the course of the year, but I'm finding it bizarre how beautiful this hike truly is, and that's only so far, and how it's not a cult thing here to through hike this. And we basically do pilgrimages over to big American hikes and the Camino and you know, the Haute Route, the Tour de Mont Blanc, all those kind of things. And we've got hikes this gorgeous in the UK. I just can't understand why that is. Does the UK weather put people off? Do people think, oh, going to a different country automatically equals a better time? I mean, obviously the first hike I did was the Appalachian Trail, so I decided to go all the way over to America to do my first long distance hike. When something like this exists in the UK, it just seems really weird to me. This should have so many more people on it. Like when I first started the Appalachian Trail, there was bubbles and bubbles of people. I have seen only one other person that's through hiking this so far, or well, actually he's going to see how far he can get in 3 weeks, but he's still doing you know, a long distance on it. Why do you think it is? Have we not made a community around through hiking as well as other countries have? It's really weird. It's just really strange, because if someone had covered my eyes and said, I'm going to take you to an unknown, undisclosed location and drop me here, I honestly would not be certain that I was in the UK in a lot of the places. So it's not that we have less natural beauty. Sorry, there's a fly landing on me. But yeah, it just seems really weird. Thoughts? I mean, I did just think to myself that it could be our restrictive wild camping laws that puts people off, because a lot of people love to wild camp and they don't want to spend an absolute fortune staying at a campsite or hotel B&B every night. So it could be our wild camping laws that put people off. The fact that you're not meant to, like it's technically illegal but kind of tolerated, and not everyone wants to set up, pitch up at 9-10 p.m. at night in the summer and then leave by 5 a.m. in the morning. It's just not, you don't really get a good rest and you're rushing around. So although you like to wild camp, you might not want to wild camp under pressure like that. So that could be something, probably a pretty big factor in it. This is the thing when you have ultralight bags and you don't have ultralight equipment. I'm actually just testing out a new quilt in my pack at the moment, but I've bought a fleece liner with me as kind of a backup because I don't want to be absolutely freezing. So I'm just seeing how it goes, and once I've decided that the quilt is suitable, then I will just use that instead and send the fleece liner back. But yeah, because it's an ultralight pack, they're not quite as sturdy and they save on some of the comfort things that you'd have with a heavier pack. So this kind of rubbed, so I've just shoved a microfiber towel underneath my shoulder. This is the trail right now. I'm pretty exposed, as you can see. It's come from kind of up here around the side, and it was a similar one that I also came around the other side and it was tipping it down, but it looks like this big old rain cloud might pass over now. The rain certainly died down because I couldn't even try and film before now to show you what the conditions were like. but my feet are getting a bit swampy, so I might have to find somewhere to stop for some lunch and dry them out at some point. Yeah, it looks like the rain has passed now and it's feeling a bit warmer already. What's actually amazing is, I don't know if I can capture this on camera. Oh yeah, I think so. So here, this line, and above it, that's actually the sheet of rain that passed over me before. So it's quite amazing really, you can actually see the wall of rain where it begins. Nice. Got a new poncho to keep me dry. It does look ridiculous, but I absolutely love it already. It's so much lighter than my raincoat. It has ventilation because it's all kind of open down the sides. It doubles up as a sheltered canopy thing, which I probably will never use, but that's fine. Yeah, my other rain jacket was so heavy and it just ended up being almost too good at its job, so I was sweating that much that I may have just been rained on anyway. Also, I now don't have to carry a pack cover because this also covers my pack, so I'm saving weight on the rain jacket that was heavier and on the pack cover as well. So it's a bit of a no-brainer. But it's quite hard to sling it back over yourself. I'm sort of adjusting it as I go. But it has a head adjustment at the back and head adjustments at the front, and it does have its own peak, so I don't necessarily need this. I'm sold. It was, I want to say £16.99, whereas my rain jacket was something disgraceful, like 180 quid. Why? Okay, I'm down and undercover, but I'm not sure how long this is going to last because I think I'm going to go over this bridge, which looks so medieval. So let's get it going. It's actually very nice. It just smells like cat food or something. That's how quickly you eat. When it's raining, you're going to get cold and you're so hungry and you've got a big climb to do. So I just came down this little path here, down, around about this area, like right the way down in the woods. That's where I was eating my tuna. Look how smoky it is. And now I'm back up the other side, being attacked by, I don't think they're midges, I think they're just those flies that like to kamikaze into your ears and eyeballs. Today has been one of those days that's been really hard to dress for so far because the weather has been so diverse. There's been raging winds, pretty torrential rain, humid, balmy mugginess, no blazing sunshine, but it's ever changing, so you have to sort of keep cool and make sure you don't overheat on climbs, so take your fleece off, but then make sure that you don't get a chill from the wind. But then the rain's going to come, so you've got to make sure that you don't get everything wet. And then you're on a climb in a raincoat, so you kind of, even though my poncho has a lot more aeration, you know, you still got hot and sweaty underneath it, so you still don't want to get too sweaty because then later on you can get a chill. And it's just that in rotation. So it's something to be mindful of. Make sure that you've got all of the right sort of layers that you need. And it takes a lot of time taking off your pack, getting your stuff out, changing, putting it back in again, getting it back out again takes up a lot of time. This is like my midday routine, getting a pint of Diet Coke and a half of a local ale. So, got on a bus up to a campsite, and before I got on the bus I was so hungry, and I knew it was like a proper farm campsite and there wouldn't be any hot food or anything up here. So I was like, what can I get real quick? And kind of in a way against my better judgment, I went into this fried chicken shop and got some fried chicken. And that was about, I can't remember what time I got on the bus, but I've been like projectile vomiting about 5 minutes ago. I projectile vomited like 5 times. So I'm feeling very bad right now. And in a way I'm hoping that it's the chicken and not anything to do with water or anything like that. But I think it's probably the chicken, because even when I talk about it, it makes me feel sick. Like my body knows that it's that that's made me feel not very well. But either way, being in a tent feeling like you're gonna vomit is no fun whatsoever. Okay, it's the morning after the night before. I vomited until probably about 2 AM in the morning. Just was sick and sick and sick and sick and sick and sick until nothing would come out of me. I was just retching nothing, but it was quite violent retches. And that stopped about 2 AM. So then it was like a torrential rainstorm. That kept me up until this morning. So not really a lot of good luck all around there. I'd just been for a shower this morning. It took everything in me to drag myself up. Every fibre of my being to drag myself up. I've had a shower, I feel a bit better. Because I managed to get myself to a campsite before this. It was only when I've been here about 2 hours that I started to really feel unwell. So yeah, that's my night. It's not been great. I don't know if I'm going to get to hike today, because I'm so sore. But I'm going to give it a couple of hours and see how I feel. I'm just hoping that it was the chicken that I ate yesterday. The guy said that the place has a bad reputation. Oh, it's not even funny. So yeah, he says it has a bad reputation, so I'm hoping it's a chicken and not some sort of water parasite or something, because that would be not good. That's my update right now.